record on this one. Okay. So now it is perfect. So first, let me explain the concepts based on the quadratic functions that you can expect to receive in SAT exam, mainly for SAT exam, even for ACT exam, similar concepts would be asked. So what are the things that that you are required to know is, what is the standard form of the quadratic function? Y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Assume I have a quadratic function here. Okay. So this is the standard form of the quadratic function, right? Y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. I can also write this as.
Sir, we can't see your screen.
Where is this? Sorry, you'll be able to see it now. Y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6 is called as the standard form. I can also rewrite it as x minus 2 into x minus 3. I can also rewrite it as y is equal to x minus 5 by 2 whole square plus 6 minus 25 by 4, which is minus 1 by 4. I'll tell you how I got this, I'll let you know. So the first form is generally said to be the standard form. First one is generally said to be the standard form. Second one is said to be the x-intercept form. Third one is said to be the vertex form. Same thing, you are a same person. You at home, you might be at school, you might be at a party, different shapes, different the way they look like. So the same function I can represent in 3 ways. If I try to graph this, so my x-intercepts are 2 and 3. Y-intercept is 6. When I put x is equal to 0, I get 6. So this point is 0, 6. And my x-intercepts are 2 and 3. And my vertex is 5 by 2, minus 1 by 4. See, all together are giving you great information about this graph. If I include all these 3 informations, it gives me. So it is always importable or advisable to me to write in different forms. So let us come back to each and every point. So what is this form? First of all, we have 2 types of parabola, upward and downward parabola. If the coefficient of x square is positive every point, so we can also write the standard form as y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. If a is positive, definitely the parabola is open upwards. If a is negative, when I say a is negative, means suppose if you have y is equal to minus x square plus 5x minus 6, you try to draw this graph, definitely get an inverted parabola, a downward parabola. Okay, yeah. So we have 2 types of parabola. So in standard form, the significance of a, what is a here? Coefficient of x square. What does this represent? This represents if the parabola is upward or downwards. As I said, we have 2 types of parabola, right? So if I have a parabola upwards, what can happen? Definitely it will have minimum value. Means the parabola cannot go below than this point. What is that minimum value? Minus 1 by 4. Where does the minimum value occurs? 5 by 2. So I am going step by step. If I have a parabola and the standard form is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. A tells me if the parabola is upwards or downwards. If A is positive, parabola is open upwards. If A is negative, the parabola is open downwards. If the parabola is open upwards, this is what the misconception generally students will have. They always think that it will have 2 x-intercepts or 2 zeros, not required. So if the parabola is upwards, it can have 0 intercepts, means the graph is not touching any point on the x-axis, or it can have exactly 1 x-intercept, means the graph is touching exactly at 1 point, or it can have 2 intercepts, 2 x-intercepts, or the 2 roots, or the 2 zeros. Means the graph is touching the x-axis at the 2 points. Okay. So suppose if the parabola is like this, if the parabola is downward, again, it can have two things. It will never touch. It can touch exactly at one point, or it can also touch at 2 points. So when do I know the parabola do not have any x-intercepts or no zeros, or it is not touching x-axis? When discriminant b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Please, do you have all these points in your brain? Then the moment you see the questions in SAT, you'll attack them. It is very easy. So you need to have some basic concepts. So all this will help you to solve the questions. After this, I'll try to solve few questions with you. So b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Definitely, I can say the parabola will never intersect the x-axis, or it has 0 roots. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, it has exactly one root. Here also, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, it will have one root. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, it will have two zeros. Every concept we go step by step. So first we learned when the parabola is open upwards and downwards. Then we are seeing what are the different possibilities if the parabola is open upwards or downwards. It can have 0 roots or 1 root or 2 roots. So what are the different conditions the parabola will have 0 roots, 1 roots and 2 roots? We have learned that. Correct, right? Yeah. Now, what is the what does this C represents? When do I get this C? Suppose if this is also equal to 0, this is also equal to 0. 0 plus 0 plus C is C. Means C is given when x is equal to 0, means y-intercept. Generally, the y-intercept is 0, comma C. No need to by heart. I'm just telling you, understand the concept behind this here. Nothing to by heart. No need to remember these formulas. If you can understand, then you can implement it better in SAT exam. SAT is not a formula based, but you should have basic understanding of the things. Okay, very good. Now, let me come back. If the parabola is open upwards, assume it has two x-intercepts. Let me take the same function, x square minus 5x plus 6. So there are different ways to find x-intercept. One is using your quadratic formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Or you can also use splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term. So either of the way, you'll be able to find what are the x-intercepts. So if I use the quadratic function, x is equal to minus of minus 5 is 5 plus or minus 25 minus 24 by 2. 5 plus or minus root of 1 is 1 by 2. So 6 by 2 or 4 by 2, 3 or 2. So it has two x-intercepts. One x-intercept is 2. What is the meaning of x-intercept? The point where the graph touches the x-axis. So the y value should be 0. So other value is 3, 0. So if the parabola is open upwards, it can have 0 roots, 1 or 2. Assume it has two zeros. This function has definitely two zeros. How do you find them? Using the quadratic formula or using the splitting the middle terms. So I can split minus 5 into two parts. If I add that, I should get minus 5. If I multiply, I should get 6. So x square minus 2x minus 3 can be written as x into x minus 2 minus 3 into x minus 2. So it can be written as x minus 2 into x minus 3. You equate to 0, you get x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. We all know that. So we all know how to find the x-intercepts. And we know how to find the y-intercept. So y-intercept is 0, 6. I told you before, if the parabola is open upwards, it will have the minimum value. When I say minimum value, it cannot go below than this. You cannot find the maximum value because there is no ending for this. It will go on, go on, go on, go on to US, Pakistan, anywhere it can go. There is no ending for it. But the minimum value cannot go below than this. So where does the minimum value occurs? The point where the minimum or even the maximum, when I come to inverted parabola, I'll tell you the point where the minimum occurs, it is said to be the vertex. Now, most important, vertex will have two coordinates, right? X, y. How do you find the x value of the vertex? There are two ways to find the x value of the vertex. Most important for SAT. Listen to me carefully. How do you find the x value of the vertex? There are two ways. What are those ways? Once you find the x-intercepts, find the midpoint. What is the midpoint of 2 and 3? 2 plus 3 by 2, which is 5 by 2. So if you have this function x square minus 5x plus 6, you will find that the minimum value of this function will occur at 5 by 2 only. At 5 by 2 only it will occur. Less than this. And how to find the minimum value? Y value always gives the minimum. X value always says where the minimum value occurs. Where the minimum value occurs? 5 by 2. What is the one way of finding 5 by 2? Just find the midpoint of the x-intercepts. What are the x-intercepts? 2 and 3. What is that midpoint? 2 plus 3 by 2, which is 5 by 2. How do you find the y value? Just plug in this 5 by 2 in the function. So which is 5 by 2 whole square minus 5 into 5 by 2 plus 6, 25 by 4 minus 25 by 2 plus 6, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. So LCM is 4, 25 minus 50 plus 24 minus 1 by 4. So the minimum value occurs at 5 by 2, and what is the minimum value? Minus 1 by 4. So simple. Correct, right? Yeah. So one way there are many ways to find the vertex. This is one way of finding the vertex. Understand carefully. So what is the one way of finding the vertex? Find the midpoint of the x-intercept. The moment you find the midpoint of the x-intercepts, you get it is a 5 by 2. Once you get 5 by 2, the y value is given as minus 1 by 4. You just need to plug in the 5 by 2 in the given function. Now, what is the other way to find the vertex? Suppose if I have the same function x square minus 5x plus 6. Assume I have the same function. So I'm comparing this with the standard form, which is ax square plus bx plus c. So when I compare this with the standard function, this is my minimum value, right? This has two coordinates, right? X and y. How do you find x? X value is given by minus b by 2a. X value is given by minus b is minus 5 by 2. Compare. B is minus 5, a is 1, 2 into 1 at 5 by 2. To your wonder, you see that both definitely they should be same. If not, how this will be max? Before also I got 5 by 2. Here also I got 5 by 2. What is important to me is not cross verifying. What is important to me here is there are two ways to find the vertex. What is one way? Finding the midpoint of the x-intercepts. What is the other way to find the x value of the vertex? Using the formula minus b by 2a. So the moment I get 5 by 2, what I can do? I'll just plug in 5 by 2 in the function. Same thing like I did before. I'll able to find the y value. So what is the y value I got? Minus 1 by 4. The same thing I get here. So there are two ways. There are many other ways. I'll tell you other way to find the vertex. What does the vertex gives? The parabola is open upwards. Vertex gives the x value of the vertex gives you where does the minimum occurs. Y value gives the minimum value. How to find the x value? Two ways. Find the midpoint of the x-intercepts, and y value gives the or you can also use the formula minus b by 2a. How to find y value? You just need to plug in this value in the given function x square minus 5x plus 6. The moment you'll plug in this, you'll be able to find the y value. As simple as that. Perfect. Yeah, very good. Now I'll tell you other way to find the vertex. See here, other way. Everything you are expected to know. X square minus 5x plus 6. Assume I have my function x square minus 5x plus 6. I want to find the vertex in a different way. I'm interested to find vertex in different way. So we should know two formulas here. Everyone knows the formulas of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square, but they don't know the application of it. The formula, everyone, even a old person can remember mostly a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square formula, but what we fail is how to apply them. Again, I'm writing here a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square formulas. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, and a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Everyone knows this is equal to this. We should also know this is equivalent to this. Even the reverse process, you should be comfortable with the reverse process. Now they had given me the reverse process. I need to convert this into this form. They had given me this process. So listen to me. X square minus 2 into, this is into not x here, x into 5 by 2. See here, I'm writing 5x as, I want 2ab. 2a is x, b should become 5 by 2 because 2 and 2 should get cancelled out. So I should be left with only 5. Simple rule in this world, no one gives you anything for free. Same rules follows in max 2. So since you are multiplying with 2, you should divide with 2. So what is your b value here? 5 by 2. Since your b value is 5 by 2, so you need to add 5 by 2 whole square, and you should also subtract 5 by 2 whole square plus 6. So this can be written as, this part can be written as x minus 5 by 2 whole square minus 25 by 4 plus 6, x minus 5 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 2. To your surprise, this part represents the x value, this entire part represents the y value. So the vertex is again 5 by 2 comma minus 1 by 4. So I thought to three ways. One is all the three ways are important to me. Using the formula a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. You can also use midpoint of the x-intercepts, or you can also use x is equal to minus b by 2a formula to find the x value of the vertex. Once you get the x value, you can plug in the function so that you'll be able to find the y value. Clear? We discussed total 3 methods to find the vertex. What is a vertex? Vertex is the point where the function has minimum or the maximum value. When does the function have minimum value? When the parabola is open upwards. If the parabola is open upwards, it will have the minimum value. If the parabola is open downwards, it will have the maximum value. Okay, very good. Now let me take minus x square plus 5x minus 6. So if I try to see, this is x square coefficient is negative, so the parabola should be open downwards. Try to find the x-intercepts. X-intercepts are again 2, 3. If you want, you can find it out. X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a minus 5 plus or minus 25 minus 4 into minus 1 into minus 6 divided by 2 into minus 1 minus 5 plus or minus 1 by minus 2 minus 6 by minus 2 or minus 4 by minus 2. So again I got 2 and 3, but only the difference is parabola is inverted. Now if you, this is x-axis and this is my y, this is x-axis, and if this is my y-axis, now the graph, the before graph, when the function is x square minus 5x plus 6, I have an upward parabola. Now I'll have a downward parabola. Minus x square plus 5x minus 6 is my downward parabola. Since it is downward parabola, I'll have the maximum value. Why I'm saying I have the maximum value? Because the graph cannot go above this point. So definitely I can find the maximum value. Where does the maximum occurs? Again at the vertex. What are the different ways to find the vertex? So you just plug in. If you can use the midpoint of the x-intercept, which is 5 by 2. Only thing is you try to plug in 5 by 2, you might get 1 by 4 here. You try to plug in minus 25 by 4 plus 25 by 2 minus 6, LCM is 4, minus 25 plus 50 minus 24, which is 1 by 4. So 5 by 2 comma 1 by 4. So this is the maximum value of this function is 1 by 4, or you can also use the formula x is equal to minus b by 2a. So minus b is 5 by 2 into minus 1, which is 5 by 2. Okay. So now let me recap once. We have three forms for a parabola to represent a parabola. One is called standard form, which is y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. I can also write this as a into x minus p into x minus q. I can also write this as a into x minus h whole square plus k. Here p and q are my x-intercepts. This is called x-intercept form. This is called x-intercept form. This is called as the standard form. This is called as the vertex form. So in x-intercept form, p and q are my x-intercepts. In this form, h comma k is my vertex. H comma k is my vertex. Okay. So we know how to convert from one form to other. We can easily know. I gave it an example: x square minus 5x plus 6. If I split, I get x minus 2 into x minus 3. If I convert into the a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square form, I get x minus of 5 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 4. So vertex is 5 by 2 comma minus 1 by 4. The x-intercepts are 2 comma 0 and 3 comma 0. Same thing. Whatever is written here, the same thing you got here. So these are the three major forms. Please do remember in exam, many students fail to solve this question in SAT, even though it is a very simple question, because they don't know that you can represent a standard form in different ways. Whenever in exam, if they ask you which of the following function represents the x-intercepts as constants or coefficients, means where you can see they give a function like this and they ask you wherever you can see the x-intercepts as constants or coefficients. Here 2 and 3 are my x-intercepts. I can see them as constants and coefficients. So you are required to select this option. They can also see where you can see the minimum value as a constant or a coefficient. So minimum value I can see minus 1 by 4. So immediately I need to select the vertex form. Okay. Now let me give you one exact question based on this that comes as part of this exam, which has come as part of the exam. So how do you find the vertex summa? Using different ways. One way is the midpoint. What is the midpoint of 2 and 3? 2 plus 3 by 2 is 5 by 2. The other way to find is x is equal to minus b by 2a. So what is the meaning of minus b by 2a? Minus of minus 5 by 2 into 1. So which is also 5 by 2. That is another way. That is how I got 5 by 2. You can just check now. Still have doubts, you let me know so that you can ask me. Anyway, this now I'll update. So x is equal to 5 by 2. X is equal to 5 by 2. Hope I'm clear. You have still doubt? Please let me know. I'll explain you. So far, everything that I explained, you should have clarity in your brain. Three forms: x-intercept form, vertex form. How do you get x-intercepts? How do you find y-intercepts? How can you convert standard form to the vertex form? If you can just know this, what are the questions that you can get as part of the exam? It is very easy to solve them. Easily you'll be able to solve them. Okay. Yeah. Just 1 second. I'll share my screen also. 1 second. Yeah. Now you can see the questions here. I'll just explain you one question, right? Everyone, I try to minimize this. Yeah. try to give me answer for sixth question. It should be very fast. They gave a graph here. Sorry for my handwriting. So they gave a scatter plot. Then they gave quadratic function as like this, market share of a mobile company. The scatter plot above shows the percent of the market share of a mobile company of a company Y after X weeks. So this stands for X weeks. This percent of the market share is my Y axis. A curve of the line of the best fit is also shown. They're saying that quadratic function is curve of line of the best fit. Which of the following is the equation of the curve that best fits for the data? So everyone, I'm giving you exactly 1 minute because you have 1 minute in SAT and approximately have 1 minute in SAT to solve. After 1 minute, I'm going to explain this question to you. So solve this and give me your answer. Your time starts now. We have exactly 1 minute with you. Please do give me your answer. Which of the following best fits the data? Very good. 1 minute is done. You need to stop now. So everyone should have solved by now. If you have listened to the class that I explained it to you carefully, this is so simple. This looks like an inverted parabola. So this is a quadratic function. So it should have the form ax square plus bx plus c. See, the concepts are more important. Application is more important. Even you are a law, English, biology student, you should take the same SAT exam. So that not test how well you know the formulas. What the test is, how well you understand the basic concepts. So if this is my quadratic function, clearly it is open downwards. Since it is open downwards, coefficient of x square should be negative and this should be of this form. So this is form only in option B and C because A is a linear function. It is of the form y is equal to mx plus c, and D is of the form y is equal to a into b power x, exponential function. So A and D options are gone. I got stuck between B and C. Between B and C, coefficient of x square is negative in B, coefficient of x square is positive. So it should inverted parabola, coefficient of x square is, that is the reason I clearly see. You won't, you think that if you think something is silly, gone case. You are stuck there. At the starting of this class, I told you y is equal to x square plus bx plus c. A represents if the parabola is open upwards or downwards. But I think mostly you are not serious in getting that point. If you are serious, you would have got this answer in seconds. So everyone should remember now, at least from now, we should be able to answer this properly, perfectly. So the value, the answer for this question is B. Why? Because coefficient of x square is negative only in one option. Only in one option it is negative. Perfect. Yeah, everyone should solve and give me answer for seventh one. I'll read the question if my handwriting is not good. I have a function y is equal to x square minus 4x minus 5. And I gave a graph. This A is the vertex. Which of the following is the equivalent form of the equation of the graph shown in the xy plane above, from which the coordinates of vertex A can be identified as constants or coefficients constants in the equation? Which of the following can be gives the coordinates of vertex A as constants in the equation? Everyone should answer. If you have listened to the concepts I explained, this is like a cakewalk question. So just give me your answer. Give me proper and perfect answer. Start. Everyone should type your answer. I'm giving exactly 1 minute. Good. When others just type your answer, please be fast. Which of the following is the equivalent of the equation? Means where I can get coefficients of A as the constants. Good. Excellent. I'm giving you just 15 more seconds. Please do solve. If not, I'm going to explain this answer to you. Very good. Okay. Such a simple question. Y is equal x square minus, I know clearly this is the vertex. We know the vertex form. Vertex form should be A into x minus h whole square plus k, or I told you how to find the vertex. If it is x comma y, how do you find x? Minus b by 2a, which is minus b is minus 4 by 2 into 1. 4 by 2 is 2. So the x value of the vertex is 2. And you try to plug into here 4 minus 8 minus 5, which is minus 9. So I need 2 comma minus 9. So clearly I can see 2 comma minus 9 in only option C. And other way of doing, if you're too smart, you can also say the vertex form gives me the minimum or the maximum values for the function. I want the minimum values. This is not the vertex form. This is not the vertex form. This is not the vertex form. The only the vertex form I have here is C for Chennai. So that should be the answer. So what is this form? This is one Alibaba form. It is nowhere relevant. Just I took some x common. So x into x minus 4 minus 5. So it is nowhere relevant to this anything. So if I take this, I can x square minus 5x plus x minus 5. So this is the x-intercept form. What is this? X square plus 5x. So this is not at all relevant. Option A and D are not at all relevant. Option B and C are same. So students generally get confused between B and C, but who are smart, definitely they go for B and C. You can use this, or if you think it should be of the form A into x minus h whole square plus k, the vertex form. The only vertex form I have here is C for Chennai. So C for Chennai should be my answer. Okay. Yeah. Now, next one. Yeah, try to give me answer for this 8th question. Be fast. The equation is y is equal to a into x minus p into x minus q. In the equation above, a, p, q are constants and p is not equal to q. A, p, q are constants. In the equation above, a, p, q are constants and p is not equal to q. The graph of the equation, the xy plane is a parabola. What must p plus q by 2 represent? What does p plus q by 2 represents? First option is x coordinate of the vertex of the parabola. Second option is y coordinate of the vertex of the parabola. Third option is x coordinate of the one of the roots of the equation. Option D is the y coordinate of the one of the roots of the equation. Yeah, you have 1 minute in your hand. Please do type your answer in the chat box. So we clearly they're asking what does P plus Q represents? What is P and Q? P and Q are the x-intercepts. So P and Q are my x-intercepts. P plus Q by 2 is the midpoint. So what is the midpoint? Midpoint of what does this give? X value of the vertex or the x coordinate of the vertex of the parabola. So definitely A for Agra should be my answer. So 100% A for Agra should be my answer. Okay. Yeah. So there is another question here. The function f, solve fifth one. Try to give me answer for the fifth one. The function f is defined by f of x is equal to 2x square plus ax plus b, where a and b are constants. If the x-intercept of the graph in the xy plane are -4 and 1, what is the value of a? If the x-intercepts of the graph in the xy plane are -4 and 1, what is the value of a? Again, you have 1 minute to solve this. Take 1 minute and try to answer. If not, I'll explain you how to solve this. What is the value of a? Simple question. If you can think smartly, it's a very simple question. Very good. Even others try to give me answers. It's a very simple question, but be smart and apply the concepts that I taught in the class. Definitely would be able to solve. And they can expect to get similar questions. Application of the concepts is what SAT wants. Read the question, write what all the steps, what all the things you know, what all they had given, what they're asking, try to attack and solve it. They gave a function and they're saying a and b are constants, and they gave x-intercepts. They're asking what is the value of a. That's it. Okay, so 2 to 3 students have given me answers. See how I'm going to solve this. They gave me a function. What is the function they gave? 2x square plus ax plus b, and they're saying a and c. So parabola is open upwards, and they gave x-intercepts. What are the x-intercepts? -4 and 1. So what is the midpoint of -4 and 1? -4 plus 1 by 2 is -3 by 2. So we know the x-intercept of the, sorry, x value of the vertex is, our x coordinate of the vertex is -3 by 2. I also know how to find the x coordinate of the vertex. How can I find the x coordinate of the vertex? Minus b, b here is a by 2a, which is 2 into 2, which is minus a by 4. So I can equate minus a by 4 to -3 by 2, because both of them should be same, because there are two ways to find the same vertex. So minus a by 4 is equal to -3 by 2, cancel minus and minus. So a is equal to 3 by 2 into 4. This goes 2 times. 3 into 2 is 6. So the value of a should be 6. Wonderful, 6. That should be the value of the a here. Okay? Yeah, perfect. Let me give you last question for the day. Most of them are simple. Yeah, the function f is defined by f of x is equal to 2x square minus mx plus n, where m and n are constants. If the y-intercept of the graph of f in the xy plane is 12 and one of the x-intercept is 4, then the value of m is y-intercept is 12 and one of the x-intercept is 4, then the value of m is. Give me your answer. Whatever is the answer, just type your answer for this. Please be fast. Apply the basics. The moment you apply the basics, you'll be able to rock. Yeah, one more minute. Type your answer. If not, I'll solve and show it to you. Nothing is difficult. If you write what they had given, write what you need to find, apply the concepts that you know, definitely you'll get the answers. And the students who have registered for May 7th exam will have special classes. I'll update you about those classes. Special class means you need to work, you need to explain. Don't think the teacher will explain, you listen, you'll never get this course. You need to know the best way to solve questions. You need to speak out. Student who speaks out and solve the best way to solve the questions are the only one who will get the best score. If not, we'll get a mediocre score, mediocre score, which is not going to help you much. Please be active. Try to explain every question that is being asked to you. If you get an opportunity, you should not leave it. If you are avoiding, means wantedly you don't want to get scores. There is nothing as shy feeling here. No one is perfect. If you don't know, you don't know. That's it. Even if I don't know, I don't know. We need to learn. We cannot escape, right? We need to learn. Yeah. Give me answer for this question. Y-intercept of the graph of the f is 12 and one of the x-intercept is 4. Then the value of m is. Okay. So let me solve and show you how to do this one. Now, y-intercept. What is the meaning of y-intercept? The value of y when x is equal to 0. What it is? 12. And what is x-intercept? The value of x when y is equal to 0. So they gave me 2 points. Now let me plug in x is equal to 0. The moment I plug in x is equal to 0 in my function, f of x is equal to 2x square minus mx plus n. 0 minus 0 plus n is equal to 12. Therefore, the value of n is 12. So f of x is 2x square minus mx plus 12. And they gave one of the x-intercept. What is the meaning of x-intercept? The value of x when y equal to 0, 0 is equal to 2 into 4 square minus m into 4 plus 12. 0 is equal to 16 minus 4m plus 12 into 2. 0 is equal to 32 minus 4m plus 12. 44 minus 4m is 0. Therefore, m is equal to 44 by 4, which is 11. So the value of m should be 11. Simple things. I'm not doing any difficult things, but just I'm confident about what I'm doing and I'm applying the basics that they're given in the question. That's it. I'm doing 2 steps. Okay, if you can do this, definitely you are winner. I'll see you in the next class. Take care till then. I hope you have become perfect in this topic. If you know this, you can solve most of the questions that comes as part of the exam. I'll see you in the next class. Yeah. Take care. Bye.
So can you send this PDF to us?
Sure. I'll send it. Okay. Bye.